A Democrat and a Republican operatives, they had some poignant messages, actually some important messages that I think everybody here needs to take a look at. So I'm going to play that, and then we'll move on to the next item.
Isn't that a living, breathing example of the frog boiling experiment we are living day in and day out in this country? I mean, another way to ask it is, who do we see about this? Who will right-size the country and normalize us to the quaint days of, say, 4 years ago?
160 million people may come out and vote in this election, and they're going to have the say-so. And, you know, we're all outraged, and people can't, don't know what to think about this, but the voters are getting ready to weigh in. And I suspect they're going to weigh in rather decisively here. But this is going to be an enormous turnout election, and people are going to vote, and they're going to make a decision here. We'll see which way it goes, but I'm optimistic it'll go a good way.
Mike, do you agree with your friend from Louisiana?
Yeah, the biggest political party in America right now is the Fire Donald Trump party. You know, the great thing about democracy is you can get 1 million of these horrible transgressions, but the voters have the biggest sledgehammer ever made, and they can crack it down hard. I would tell my Democratic friends, though, is, I'm in Republican voters against Trump, so I'm renting, not buying on Election Day, being for Biden. But careful about these process issues. As much as they make folks who work in the system and respect it, like me and James, furious, on the kitchen tables of America, it's Trump screwed up COVID, and he ruined the economy. And if you'd ever like to have a job again and not be broke, you got to fire him. Let's keep it on the real issues, because I love Democrats some of the time, but they tend to want to give the speeding tickets and wait a minute, you cheated on page 11 of the regulations. Get it to the meat and potatoes economy and Trump incompetence to fire him, and then you can clean up this big mess this guy's created against our institutions.
Now, that is very important, what he just said there. We have to, and he's right. Sometimes we're like, oh, well, on page 8, we were supposed to do X, Y, Z. You didn't do that. So, and we get into all these little micro issues when the other side looks at the big picture, and the big picture generally wins, right? The big picture, I'm sorry, that's just how people are. So, I think that's an important message for us to take on. I'm Egberto Willies, host of Politics Done Right, an independent news program. I post several news videos of interest every day. I ask you so kindly to subscribe to my channel, and please leave me some comments. Thank you very much.